Hey guys, it's Clint. Shell's behind me. She's still not. She's doing a little bit better, but she started doing too much and started spasming again. You know how it is.
Hi guys.
I no more sat down and got my stuff in order. Then little Miss Jazzy Girl decided to make an appearance. So she is just a cute little thing. But she just, I don't know it's funny, but you know how it is. But she just wanted to be here for some reason. Still snowing. I went down, walked down and checked mail. And it's breezy here, but it's snowing a little bit. I think the snow's almost over. So, in our last video, I showed you that I got all my seams sewn. What? Me?
I don't know, it was just funny.
Interesting. Okay. If that was funny, I don't know. But you know how she is, so. So now it's on to, I gotta cut all these. I'll probably cut a couple for you, and then I'll pause the video. I haven't cut my, bowl material yet. I gotta figure out, once we get these cut and pieced, how big the final block is going to be. So figured there's no sense in getting too far ahead and wasting a bunch of bowl material that I don't need. I was told by my wonderful mother that I was supposed to buy me something for Christmas, so I have decided on buying me a rotating mat, or I can't remember what else they're called, but right now I have this small mat, and usually I have it on the table, you know, the old dinner tray tables. So I got my rotary cutter. Oh, one thing I don't have are my glasses to actually make sure I'm in the right spot. One of these days. Okay, hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today's Saturday that I'm doing the video. Work on the ink blenders tomorrow, but I wanted to get this video done. I've already loaded up a thing on my lathe to start making blanks for the ink blenders. So you just want to go from corner to corner, and try not to, you don't want to move your blocks very much at all. The reason being is because I'm cutting these in an X, so I want them, I don't have a mark, so it'd be kind of hard to, so find the center. That one's a little bit off. It isn't horrible. Shouldn't matter too much, so. Now, like I was saying before, there are other ways to do these half squares. This way is the easiest for me, although it would have been nice. That one I just screwed up. Boy, I'm way up on that one. Dang it. Now I'm going to have to sew another one. Oh well.
That's teaching them.
Yeah, see how bad it is.
You did that on purpose.
I did that on purpose, so see.
I do.
And I think it was this one, that one I did that. So that one's going to be way shorter. This one's going to be shorter. This one's going to be bigger. So now, this one should be right here, but we'll have to see. But dang it. Ah, that's irritating. So I probably can actually save this one. I just need to take it and go, I don't even know. I have to look. Might just wait on those and redo that whole square. It'd be a lot easier. So, oh well. I do those on purpose just so I can
teach
you guys. I know one thing is,
that's what I always say.
I need to see right.
Yeah, you have to have patience when you're quilting. That's why I don't quilt.
Yeah. And I'm okay. It's just one of those things, but it just sucks. Well, that one went right where I wanted it.
Well, your hair is poking out today.
Oh, I bet. I just woke up from my nap. It was just me today. Chloe was in there, and then Pard went in for a little while, and then when I went to go take a nap, they decided they wanted out, so they stayed out here, and I was in there by myself. So
Nice and quiet.
yeah, it was. So I got 4 good half squares now. So, and I got my ironing pad next to me. Little girl's sitting on it. So, but the one is the mat that I want to get. It rotates around, so you don't have to. And I do a lot of half squares. It just makes life easier. It would make life a lot easier. So right about there. That looks about right. So. Yeah, not too bad. Well, Jazz is sitting next to me cleaning up, of course. She takes good care of herself, that's for sure. Me and her were playing like crazy this morning where Shell slept on the couch. I don't know what time she woke up. Did we wake up at the same time? No. I think you were at... No, we woke up at the same time.
This morning?
Yeah. Can't remember now.
Yeah, we both got up at the same time.
But she was...
Actually, I put Pard in there. Didn't I? No, I don't remember.
That one's good.
Every morning's so much alike.
Yeah, it is. So, I wanted to thank Dee Dee for the wonderful present she gave me, the junk journal that she gave me. That just meant the world to me that she did that. I'm excited about writing some of the stories I have in it and sharing them with you guys. I have so many that, like one time, Mom and Dad and I were living at Mom's, and my brother, I think my brother and his wife and the kids were there, but my brother and I made stilts. I was like 20, I don't know, maybe 21 or 22 around there, and I was a gymnast, and I've always been well balanced, and I kept making I remember Dad made stilts for us when we were kids, and I kept making my stilts higher and higher and higher, and I finally had them so high I had to get on to them on the roof. I had to climb up on Mom's roof, and so I had to walk off the roof, or just to stand on them, and I walked around the yard a little bit, and then thought, oh, I'm gonna break my neck. Mom was out there. And wouldn't you know, she didn't even bother getting her stupid camera out. I was
probably worried.
She was probably scared to death. I was over 15 foot in the air, but I did it, and I didn't hurt myself. Matter of fact, it was easier to fall like that than the other.
But you couldn't do it again, could you?
No, I did it twice, and that was it. After that, that was about all I could get myself to do.
And they're still there, aren't they, the stilts?
No, I broke them apart.
Oh.
There might be short ones there, but those 15-footers ain't there no more. But I did it. I was happy to say I did it, and I made it. But
Live to tell about it.
yeah, and I lived to tell about it. I didn't get injured, so. And then one winter it was just bad winter. We had so much snow, so Dad and I think my brother was out, and we made this long slide for the sled, and I mean it was long. She had a pretty good sized backyard, and boy, every night we'd ice it down, make sure it was good and slick, My nieces, boy, they just grinning from ear to ear on it. It was
Wasn't it kind of like a bobsled run?
Yeah, it was like a bobsled. It was so much fun. But boy, and it was slick. Started on the deck, so it started and it was about 6 foot tall on the rail, so boy, you could really get going pretty good. But yeah, every night we'd be out there watering it and getting it nice and slick, and it was so much fun, I must say. And then one time we really close to my littlest niece. She was so tiny. She was really young. She just loved spending time with Papa and me and Uncle Clint. And one day I was thinking, I ought to make me a kite. Well, it wasn't a kite. It was more like a parachute. And I had her out in the front yard, and she was holding on to that thing, and it was dragging her across the yard. Boy, and all you could hear her just laughing and giggling, and she was itty bitty. It was awesome. And I have a picture of that. Mom actually got a picture of that. But yeah, I had a lot of fun back in those days. That was when Dad and I walked to Texas that time period. So.
That was 22 BC.
Yeah.
22 years before Shell.
Yep. Yep. Had a lot of fun, like I said. But I've had so much fun being married to Shell too, and I wouldn't trade our life for. I wouldn't want to go back. You hear people, I wish I could go back to being a teenager or whatever. Not me. I drank a lot when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. Dad was an alcoholic, and one day he just quit. But I remember he always promised me that he would never walk out on me like Grandpa did him. He never did. He just quit, and I kind of got to thinking he probably didn't want me. He was afraid I'd probably turn out an alcoholic. So, but just one day out of the blue, he just quit. Never touched another drop. And of course, when he quit, I drank a little bit after, but not much. So, but we had some fun times, that's for sure. Dad had an old Willys. Well, he had 2 old Willys Jeeps in the 40s, and I was young when he had the first one, and then I was a teenager when he had the second one, so I drove it quite a bit. I didn't get my license till I was 18. I drove all the time without my license, but I really didn't. Tried not to. Let me see. I wasn't planning on showing you me cutting all these, but it really didn't take very long when you were BSing, so let me make sure see what I mean. I'm absent-minded. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I just grabbed that was the correct one. Okay. These were the ones that I screwed up on. I was going to see which ones I could salvage real quick. So let me put an X on this one just so I know. This is that heat marker. Oh, heat marker. So when you do the iron, it you're able to, it erases it. It just disappears on it. It's really nice and it works good. Okay, that one's trash, so I won't worry about that one. This is the one I really messed up. That was the counterpart of this one. So yeah, pretty bad. So I hope everyone's week was safe. You were safe this weekend. It sure is a lot of traveling, and with all this weather, and I know they're worried about how many people are impacted by it. We don't travel. I'm on call 24/7, so I never get away, truthfully. So So we don't. Shell goes on vacation every now and then with Sis, but I don't get away. That's okay. That's just the way, the way it is. And my little girl has decided that she's going to chew on my perfectly brand new, well, maybe not brand new, but my ruler. She's laying on my heating pad over here. I tell you, some days these cats are just, she is funny. Boy, she had so much fun this morning. She kept running over and jumping off the, what do you call them, ottoman things? Yeah, it was funny. I mean, she was hysterical. She was really getting wound up. But she's been quite... Okay, so now that I need to get rid of little girl because she's on my thing. So, sorry, Jazz, but gonna have to be. Okay, let me get my iron on. She's pretty well behaved little girl. She really is. I do need to get. Really need to do that 4-inch square, but. Well, that's heating up. Let me see if I can get me a blue square real quick. Hi, baby bear. I know, honey. Busy baby. He just woke up and talking to me. Yep. So, try to hurry up and he's on top of the cat tree thing. You guys know how he talks to me all the time. He's quite the little guy, I tell you. I do need my stripology ruler, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just doing one 4-inch square. So, these are, I know, are right. Probably don't even need, well, I don't, because I used part of that other one. Hi, Park. He's rubbing up against my leg now. My iron's ticking. Sounds like a ticking time bomb when it's heating up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's little Beauty Bub. Here's little Beauty Partner. Like I said, he just woke up. Hi, Bubba. Kinda don't need your help, honey. I know it. It's got a lot of noise, doesn't it? You need to move? I love you. Okay. Come on, sweetie. I gotta iron. I gotta do this, Bubba. Come on. I know. I love you, too. Oh, I love you, honey. Mwah. I gotta get this done, though, partner. Sorry. He's funny. So I love it. It melts my heart when all of a sudden he just wakes up and he'll just start talking. He could be behind the TV or I tell you, it truly makes you feel loved. You know you're loved. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wouldn't. Yeah, he's definitely a godsend for me. Chloe, we lost Cuddles, and then we ended up getting Chloe, and she was she filled that hole in my heart that Cuddles left, but she isn't a lap cat, one bit. I mean, not at all. It's not even remotely close to a lap cat. But I wouldn't trade her, and when we brought the 3 in, Pard just took to me. He was Mama's cat for about a day, and then that was it. But he snuggles. He'll snuggle for hours on end. I serious hours. He will seriously snuggle, lay on my lap for hours and usually I'm okay with it in the mornings when I get my coffee. I drink 2 cups of coffee, so I usually have to either wait on my 2nd cup or move him. I always feel so guilty about moving him, But yeah, he'll spend hours on my lap, and he purrs, and he's not much of a kisser or anything, but he's just a loving little thing. I just couldn't imagine not having him heated. So these are, like I told you, these are my Colorado quilt squares, the blue. This one looks like it is going to be 4 inches. Let me put it on here just to make sure. Some of them were, like I told you guys before, I am really and truly not the best cutter in the world. I can do that. That will work. Okay. Well, let me glue these together. Sounds like my iron's done ticking. So let me glue these together real quick. I really hate gluing on her, on my... Okay guys, let's see. So, but it's been a good day. I'm having a pretty good day. I'm hurting, but it's not like god awful. So that's good. I've been sitting on the heating pad mainly, doing a little bit here, and I've been taking care of Shell, and I'm running out. We're really low on my arthritis rub, but it really helps your neck. I finally told her she wanted coffee. I asked her if she wanted coffee, and she said yeah. And I said, well, you ain't getting any unless you let me rub your neck. And I made her, and she needs to have me rub it again, but she's arguing with me about it. But probably have her do it again, because she really does need it. I'm okay. I mean, I can't say I'm used. I guess I could say I'm kind of used to hurting all the time, but I would rather she use it than me. It does help a lot. Hi, Paul. So he's rubbing up against me. He's just the sweetest little thing. Okay, well, I got that one glued, so I'm going to put it here. Let's get to ironing. Of course, I really need to show you how to iron. Okay. Mom showed me a trick. Hold on, let me move my thing because I can't do this at one. Okay, I can't use this one bit. I'm not using any water. I probably should, but I don't know where it is. Hold on. I got my antique, whatever you call that thing, iron rest. I think Jan, it was, she said she didn't know what it was. She's had one for years. I think it was her grandma's or great-grandma's or something. So here's my antique iron and my antique iron rest. Isn't that special? Look at that. I guess Shell said that Grandma would always say, ain't that special? I said that one time this week, and she just said, oh my God, that's what Grandma used to say that all the time.
And goodness.
And goodness, she was the sweetest. I never really had, I had Grandma, but I really didn't get to spend time with them because they were in Kansas and we were in Colorado, so I never, but Shell's grandma I really got to know, and I just fell in love with Shell's grandma, so she was really my grandma too, so I would never call her Shell's grandma, she's always grandma. So there is a trick, Mom showed this to me years ago, on how to make sure you get your seams lined up on when you're putting them together. So what she would do is, gotta be careful, that iron rest it's iron, so it flat gets hot in a hurry. You're not supposed to really iron your quilt blocks per se, you just kind of, and then press the iron down instead of moving it all over. So I did this one. See how I folded the gray? Oh, well, that might help, huh? Here we go. There you go. I could probably even bring it down a little bit, huh, guys? Whoa, too much. No, that's fine. Okay, see how I ironed it, the gray over that, and the blues this way? Well, so what you do with that one, you do this one opposite. So you'd go the blue like that, And I know I'm ironing on an envelope, but I wanted to show you since I have a gray mat, it doesn't work as good. So, whew, hot. So when you go to glue these together, like this, see? Your seams presses this way and your presses that way. You just go like this, put them together, and sew them down. And that way you get your seams together at the same time. So that's a trick Mom showed me. So, and like I said, I am not, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm just a novice. I'm not an expert by any means. It's just something I truly love to do, and being able to make the covers is just been such a godsend for me, because I get to do my quilting, you know, and I'm not doing this whole huge quilt. I'm just doing little covers, so I'm loving that aspect of it. That to me is so much fun. I did get my batting. I didn't cut it. I just cut it off the, I think it's like a queen size or something. And I got it cut. I haven't cut my bowl material. Like I said, I really need to know how big these blocks are going to be when I sew them together. So, boy, the wind is howling out there, but my stupid wind gauge is frozen, so. I was surprised how much snow we had yesterday, or out there. Behind the cars, it's starting to drift pretty good. Like I said, you know, in the last video, we have, behind our house, we had a 7-foot drift last year, but we have pictures of, it was been probably, what, 7 or 8 years when we had all those 3 years of snow?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to get snowshoes to do work. I actually had to work in this. And I remember walking on top of the snow over guardrails. It was that deep. It'd be, your fence lines, you could barely, it was amazing. We had 3 winters like that. We had, well, where we live, they were doing seismic bores for oil, and we had 500, was it miles or locates? Miles, was it? I can't remember. They had so many miles of locates here. It wasn't 500. I think it was 500 locates, I think. It was huge. I mean, there's 6 locates in a mile. And I seriously had to get emergency snowshoes to do the job. And what I would do is I would drive and I would park, put my snowshoes on, walk out in the middle of the field with my locator, see if I got anything, and I would do this. Just, oh God, it was.
Well, that was the emergency snowshoe.
Yep, out of Bayfield.
We had to order snowshoes next day delivery. So
Yeah.
we could do his work.
Imagine how much.
Yeah, there was 500 of those.
Yeah, it was incredible. Yeah, it was so much. And I've been, you know, locating in Telluride, I was always in the snow and stuff. I mean, I remember being over my waist deep in snow trying to trudge through it. It was just, yeah, but it was fun, I must admit. That was a kick in the butt. I enjoyed that. I wish we'd have some more snows like that. Well, our clothesline, you could actually stand where the wires were.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And you didn't do much. I mean, those are the only jobs we had. We didn't hardly have any jobs because, well, we had a lot more than what we should have, I think, actually, too. But, because we had people that were doing poles, and they had these wooden laths out, and you'd trudge out there, and then pretty soon they'd call out a locate that there was too much snow, and they couldn't do the job, and blah, blah, blah all the time. I was like, God, guys, just do the job or don't call them out until you're ready. But we had one that, not with the snow, but it was over in Ignacio, and they were putting in poles. They redid a lot of poles over there when we were locators over there. And one, we got this emergency for a damaged gas line. And they had called out for locates and everything. And there was an unknown gas line in the area, and they actually augured through the gas line, and it was a metal gas line. I mean, just the good Lord was keeping them safe, because that should have blown up. And they had, it was a mile, I think they had it stopped traffic, the road closed, evacuated everything. Luckily, we had our phone marked already because we located it for the job. So, but I tell you what, I don't know. I think I'd be going to the church after I got done, and because I tell you, they should have died. They should have died. They shouldn't have. That should have exploded.
Scary.
It's incredible. It's amazing, you know, what can happen and what doesn't seem to happen. So I'm doing every other one like I showed you, folding them in different. That way I know I'm getting them all the way I need them. I mean, they're an even number, so I just got to remember how I do it. Okay, there's a lot of these little burgers on here. And you watch, I probably made too many. I may have too, truthfully, I don't know. Like I told you guys yesterday, I ain't worth diddly yet counting. I'm always getting off. I love the looks of filet crochet, but I can't do it because it's just rows of counting, and I would go nuts. I'd be counting it 3 or 4 or 5, 20 different times, making sure I had it right. And more than likely, I probably didn't, so. Let's see what time it is. 32 minutes. So, you know, guys, I'm going to iron the rest of these. And I'm going to pause it real quick. And I want to sew that other one and get it cut. And then I'll get back with you. That way I'm not wasting a bunch of your time. So, I'll be back in a few minutes. Hey, guys, I screwed up. Just for reference, this is half of the block. And this is the whole block. Maybe you can figure out how I messed up. Yeah. I wasn't too sure. I think I wasn't going to make my Colorado quilt blocks this small. I think I was going to make them this big. That's why those were cut. Which, that's okay. So, what we're going to do, instead of doing a full-size journal, how about we do a travel TN? This right now, without it being sewn, it's 10 inches. Which would be, you got to minus, a quarter. I mean, it's going to be maybe 8. I don't know.
That would be perfect.
So,
For a traveler's notebook.
So right now I am putting it together. So I believe it goes. Wait, where am I? Okay. So this one goes here. No, here. That one goes there, like so. I know this one is pinwheel. Why am I trying to open it? That one goes there, like that. Oh, yeah, that is right. Okay. I tell you, some days my mind. Okay, that one's right there. And then this one. That way. Holy camole. Boy, that's big, isn't it? So now this one goes here. I have to cut off the dog ears. I'll show you guys that in a second. Let me just, so this one, that one, this one goes this way. Try not to accidentally touch that stupid iron. And then this one goes here, not there, like that. Holy smokes, people. And then, like this, right? No, this way, like so. Oh my gosh, that thing's huge. Look at the size of that dumb thing. Awesome. Yeah, that way I didn't have to make as many blocks for the quilt. That would be why. So, okay, I've got all this iron, so let me pull all these off. Got to cut the dog ears off, so, or whatever, cat ears, pig ears, whatever you want to call them. Gopher ears, maybe, or ferret ears. We could call them sister ears, but her nickname is Toluba. That would be Shell's sister, by the way. I came up with that. We was watching a news, and they were talking about this elephant, and they couldn't figure out what they were going to call that dumb thing, so they ended up calling it Toluba, which means big ears, something like that. So for the longest time, we called her Toluba, but we'd never tell her what it meant. Yeah. So when we were there this Christmas, we were talking about that. Because she seems to lose a lot of weight in her head. Her head seems thinner and her ears seem bigger. She's always joking. I said one day, I didn't think about it. I said, boy, your head looks like it's getting smaller. I thought, oh, Lord. She's funny. I love Sis to death. She is, without a doubt, my sister. It's funny, she's, I just love her to death. She's something else. But, she's something else. She's something special. Like Shell says, a special kind of pain in the butt. But, tell you, that woman's got a heart of gold. She really and truly does. I have a half-sister. I don't know if I've ever met her. If I did, it was when I was extremely young. Her name was Nadine. Who knows? Maybe she watched this show. Nadine Ratcliffe was her.
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. So I never really had a sister until I married Shell, and then I got Sis, and I'm ornery too. She's ornery too. So we're kind of. We're pretty bad when we get together sometimes. We really are. We have so much fun. And Shell's, she's just as ornery as both of us. So
whatever.
So when the three of us get together, we have a lot of fun. No two ways about it, huh, hon?
Yep. We laugh.
Oh yeah. You're doing good when you get Shell to snorting. You guys know that she snorted on here before. Had someone inquiring about buying one of my journal covers. I thought that was sweet. It's always nice to know that your work is appreciated. I don't consider myself really an artist or anything, and I really and truly don't, but I just do what I love to do. So for one block you need 16 half squares. This actually has a flying geese pattern, and you do flying geese different, and I've never done them that way. Someday I will, but I just do them with half squares and then sew them together. It's easier for me to do them that way. And I don't know if it necessarily changes the name of it. I would think they'd still be, because it's a pattern, I would think. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I'm going to pause the video, and I want to make sure we have plenty of time to do that. Boy, that one's off a little bit. I'm going to pause it. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got all my ears cut off. So, now we got to glue them together. So I'm going to get my glue and start figuring out probably, yeah, you guys can see that. I'll probably start there. So let me make sure they line up really good. They actually look really nice. So I'm pretty happy with that. So let me just do my basting glue here. This just has been such a lifesaver for me. This actually helps me actually enjoy it. You know, when you fighting something all the time, maybe it's not going the way it was supposed to for you. It does get irritating, you know, and sometimes that's the way quilting is, with the fabric moving and stuff. So the glue really has helped me enjoy it more, and there is no two ways about that. So I'll go ahead and do that. We'll have 4 of those. So pretty good. Really want to make sure you have your points lined up. You can trim these, you know. I do have a flying geese pattern ruler, trimming ruler that I bought. I never used. I just opened it yesterday because it was one of those that I knew I wanted to do someday, so it was on sale. So I went ahead and bought it. So make sure I get my. Now this one's a little bit off. Once I get it sewn, we'll see what it's like. You know, it may not be as bad as it looks. So, see, that one's way off. Look at that. Well, that ain't gonna work, is it? That's alright. I'll just cut me another pattern. That or that one is... No, that one's pretty... It's a little bit long. But, like I said, I am truly not the best cutter. This one might just be too short. I don't know. Because it is a little bit off. Is this the big one? Yeah, so let me see here. That there. Let me see what this does. Yeah, that ain't too bad. You know, if it's a little bit big, like I said, you can trim it. So, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Just want to make sure they all come out the same. Most important really is getting your tip right there. You want to make sure and get that correct. I do believe. Well, we're gonna see what's going on. Lord, I think I might have messed up. No. Sorry guys, I paused it for some reason. Something wasn't adding up to me, but it's the 1/4" seam, because there's more from the edge to the actual blue, but that's because of the 1/4" seam, and I just wanted to look at it without having to worry about talking or anything. So see, I have, this would be the 4th one. So, sure, there are several ways to assemble this block. I think what I did is I went ahead and I sewed these two together, and then I went ahead and did these two together, which would be this way, that way, and this way, like so, like that. and that would be this block. So let me do that, and then I would sew these together, and then I would split the difference and do the center seam. So I don't know, I hate to not show you this process just because I'm just thinking, but I can actually, what I'll do is I'll sew them, and I'll pause the video because I don't want to run out of time. I don't know how much I'm at, but I really I just don't want to run out of time because I really don't want to make 3 videos. That's just too much for you folks. So boy, I'd like to know. Some of them are big, some of them. Wait, like I said, I want to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Like I said, some days goes like that, like this, and then this way, right? Correct. No, that way. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I get easily discombobulated. Kind of sucks, really, though. I think it's the fibromyalgia, a lot of it is, but I started having a hard time learning new things, understanding them, you know, kind of. Sometimes it takes me a while to do. So, okay. So I've done 2 of those, right. Yeah. Knowing my luck, I'll do more than I needed to. Like this, like that. Boy, it's howling out there. I gotta go out and get the Motrin out of my car. So I'll probably go out and do my wind gauge, get it thawed out. We had 2 of them. We have one on top of the shed, and it's really high up there, and I tell you, I got sick and tired of having to do something with it. So when it broke, I put it over at my garden. Okay, let's see how I'm doing. Okay, I want to make sure I'm right, so boy, that one, I need a little dab of dewy right there. Okay, so I got 1, 2, let me make sure. Okay, 3. Okay, I need 1 more of those. Okay, a couple of them I'm gonna go ahead and get new blocks. They looked a little off. So, okay, so I have 3 of those. Okay. Yeah, it'd be this one, this one. Okay, I just want to make sure. And that should be all of them actually right there. So, let me... Okay, I just wanted to make sure that if I'm doing this, I'm doing it right. Am I doing it right? Okay, yeah, I keep looking where I don't need to look, so I tell you, some days my mind like that. Let's see if these are, they look good. Okay, then that should be, so I really don't want to run out of time because I still got to do the or at least do the, so, okay. So, these, okay, these. So I got these done, So, okay, let me start sewing. Let me move some of this stuff real quick so I don't get discombobulated and distracted on what I'm supposed to be doing. Drag my sewing machine over here. I'm going to use blue thread when I do the quilting this time. I have blue thread. That. Okay, let me slide that thing over here. Da, 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 da. Oh, and I gotta get rid of this part of it. I ran out of bobbin yesterday, so I had to redo my bobbin. As you guys know, I do mainly white. Let me make sure. Okay, I think you guys are good to go there. Let me see here. I think, get my lever up. There we go. Okay. Stay up there. There we go. Okay. Doesn't take too long to do these since I'm chain piecing them. They go pretty quick. And I'm not back stitching just because I can't. You can make it do it, but it causes a bunch of loops on the back of on the bottom of it. And to me, that's not, and it's not such a big deal when you're using this for a book cover, especially since I use that fusible web, which kind of, you know, glues all the threads down. So make sure I get them put in there the right way, though. Don't feel like having to rip out. Turn my iron on here. I'm gonna have to iron. Probably end up having to trim some of these, so we'll see. Boy, that thing's loud when it heats up. Isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes I think it's a bomb.
It sounds like it.
I'm like, what the heck is that?
I didn't do a very good job of lining them up, I'm telling you that right now. Like I said before, I love using the hand crank, but it does take a little bit of practice to use it, because it sure can, you can get off pretty easy with it. I was so excited when we went to that yard sale and I saw it. I knew immediately it was an old sewing machine when I saw the wooden case. So I was really excited when I saw it. I've had it for, I think, for 7 years or something.
What?
My sewing machine.
Oh, maybe.
I've had it for a long time because Mom was helping me quilt one with it, and we were talking about it. Make sure I got all my squares. I tell you, it sure didn't seem like it took very long to go through, though. Be 8 of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I said, sometimes I get... Okay. Now, let me move this because... Oh, dun, 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 dun. I gotta put my iron back over here. So let me cut these off. I can actually do this at the same time. Don't... Poof, I almost slid off there. I had some stuff on there, but I got my Dremel tool and got busy before I did the video. I have it set to 400. The only bad thing, it wants to slide off that rest, but I have one of those silicone mats, but that thing, it melted it, and it wasn't at the highest setting. So I was kind of disappointed. And it just wasn't a very good. I bought these set of these wool pressing mats. I bought 3 of them, and I got this. I started to redo this one. Put bowl material and then aluminum foil, and that way the aluminum foil radiates the heat back up. I got it done. I just haven't got it sewn together. I've got most of it ready to go. So that don't look too bad. So let me get my square out so I can show you guys. Okay, there's my flying geese pattern. Make sure you have it. Let's see. And you can press these with water. I think I have noticed you get a firmer press with water. Okay, so since I made this one, I want to make this one's going to butt up against it. So I would want the to be pressing towards the opposite, and that way I can line them up, look at it, and see it's not too bad. It's a tad bit off. I'll take that piece. It's actually, if you can't see it on the video, but it is slightly off on this side, so when I press it, so it will go like this, and so like I said, I don't exactly know how big this block will be until I really get the whole thing sewn, and then we can cut the bowl material and the batting. Like I said, I cut the batting off already, just a big piece. And then I figured I'll trade, once I know how big I'm making it, I'll go from there. So there's my flying geese. So let me find the opposite. That's the flying geese. What's this one? Flying geese. Maybe it's this one. Yep. So I pressed it that way. I really want it to be this way. So let me. It really does help you line your seams up when you do it that way. So I'll just go like this. So yeah. So yep, just like that. So it'll be just like that. That's how you do it. So this one's done. This one's. Let me put the ones done I have, and I'll defuzz it once I get it all sewn together. It really defrays the fabric, so I want to get it sewn before I defuzz it. Okay, so I need a flying geese. Dun, 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 dun. So that would go this way. Actually, yeah, so press it. Which way did I? Oh, that one messed up. Okay. My seam messed up right there. Okay. Let me do that again. That thing is so funny how it ticks when it's so, and it would be going this way, so that, so I want it like this. You know, it's funny. We never, you know, I lived at Carter Lake. I never went water skiing. Never went boating. Never really went swimming. I always hated water. I was thinking earlier, you know, I told you I was a gymnast, and my first year, I think it was my first year, at Loveland High, you had to pass swimming and have CPR in order to graduate. And when I was a gymnast, I was doing the parallel bars, and I fell against my rib cage, and I broke one of my ribs free. And whenever I swam, you know, it would stick into my stomach muscle, and I couldn't swim. I'd kill over just in pain because it hurt so bad. So that summer, I got the doctor's notice, and well, my coach, that PE teacher, whatever he was so pissed off that I had that doctor's note saying I can't swim. I was happier than all get it. I could swim, but I couldn't swim, you know, the way they want you to. If you put your head in the water and you breathe to the side. I couldn't do that. I wasn't coordinated. I just never could get it down. I had my CPR and everything. I just couldn't swim with crap. But boy, was he mad. I remember he tells stories. He used to swim Lake Loveland quite a bit, like once a week or something. Okay, you okay, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, thought I heard her moaning.
I was.
Was ya? So, yeah. Okay, this one I need to be opposite now.
Pulling his hair out everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know why he does that. Okay, so I think that's it for those. So I think, yep. So I'll just move my iron real quick and start gluing. Let me move this into the center. So
You probably have to do a third.
yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a third one by the looks of it, guys. I'm sorry. I was really hoping to get this done.
Well, in order to make it into a journal.
Yeah, so I don't know how long I've been doing this.
It was 35 the first time, and then
I'm at 19 right now, so
you stopped a couple of times.
yeah.
Probably an hour.
Well, what do you want me to do? Should I call it good right now and then do another one?
Probably.
Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it good right now. I'm sorry, I really didn't want to do a third one, but I still got to do the bowl material and everything, so I have to do another one. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I'll show, well, you know what, let me show you how, well, can I glue these without showing them? Probably not.
Well, go ahead and show them.
Let me show you how I'm
It
going
doesn't
to...
matter if it's too long.
Yeah, let me show you how I'm going to glue them first, guys, before I let you go. And then that way I will be ahead and I'll sew them. You don't need to see me sewing them, so how about we do that? So, although I do need a trim and everything. You know what, let's just call it, and I'll do the next video, because I still got to trim these on and make sure that they're correct. And, yep, let's just call it good, guys. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you want to, of course, you know. I apologize. I was really hoping to get all these done, but I'll have to make a third video, so I'll probably do that. And we will see you in the next video, which would be Monday, so because this one's Sunday. So thanks for joining us, and you guys take care. I'll talk to you later, and bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.